guys, as I was watering this Hoya, I just found out something. I was wondering why this Hoya was not growing as well as it should, but let me show you why. Look, that's what's inside the pot. These creepy crawlies, lots of them, and the white spots are actually the babies. They are all moving around now. Wow, look at that. Can you see that? All this white stuff? So that's why my plant was not doing well. Tons of them. And lots of eggs and nymphs. Is that what you call baby ants? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and flush it out. Flush all the eggs and all the ants out. Even in the pots. You see they're all floating on the surface. All the eggs. Yeah. Oh, on my arms. Okay, I don't think I can just flush it out like that. I'm going to soak this in a tub of water. Let me just get a little container. Okay, right now what I'm doing is I'm just letting the water overflow because I realized that all the nymphs and all the ants, they are floating on the surface of the water. So I'm just going to let the water overflow for a while and get rid of all the ants that has come out of this root ball. So it looks like it's working. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna let it soak there. The pot is clean now. I am going to weigh it down so that the whole root ball gets a good soak. I was just checking on this other Hoya that I'm propagating. It's not doing very well either. So, guess what I discovered? Yep, those buggers are in here too. So, it's extermination mode again, but this time will be easier because I'm just propagating these. So I'll just remove these cuttings and I'll throw away everything in this pot, and I'm just going to put this cutting into a different pot with different substrate, with a new substrate. Ants! Alright guys, we're back. So this has been soaking in the water for an hour. I've just drained it and I think I have gotten rid of at least 90% of the ants. I can still see a few stragglers running around, but it should be alright. So the root ball actually still looks quite good in parts. The plant also looks hydrated because it's been soaking in water for an hour. So now I'm going to repot this into a new pot. The substrate that was washed away, I just threw those off. I'm not going to reuse those. I have here with me, I've soaked a new pot of cocoa chips, and I have some charcoal here, and these were the cuttings from the other pot, which was also infested with ants. So I've removed the cuttings and I'm just going to plonk it into this new pot together with the mother plant. So it's a plastic pot. I've decided to use a plastic pot because I might want to hang this plant up later on. I've run out of shelf space, so I want to hang this up. That's why plastic pot with 3 holes. So now I want to fill the pot up. As before, I'm using cocoa chips and charcoal because Hoyas, this is actually a Hoya Curtisii. Hoyas are epiphytic, which means they can actually grow without substrate. They climb and they grow on bark, and they can survive without the normal substrate. So anyway, so I'm just going to plonk this back here. Now let's see what is the best way to do this. I'm going to add some Osmocote slow release fertilizer. So it comes in pellets like that. So I'm just going to sprinkle it here. And just push the substrate to one side. Angle this like that. Yes, that looks better. These are the cuttings, so I'm just going to stuff them back in here. Now, those roots that are stuck to the cocoa chip, you don't want to remove that because those have already attached on the cocoa chip. So you want to leave it as it is, and hopefully it continues to grow. See? This one is just stuck there already. So that's what I mean by epiphytic. It just sticks onto something and it grows. I'm just gonna stuff it back here, and just gonna add some charcoal and some chips. Now I've pre-soaked the chips, which I didn't used to do, but I found this method really, really useful because now the chip is already moist. I don't have to water it again because it takes some time for the moisture to soak into the cocoa chips. So by doing this, by soaking it in water for a while, like half an hour before you pot it, the water really soaks into the fibers. Now I am thinking of twirling back all these extensions back into the pot, and hopefully the roots, like every node on the vine has little bits of roots. For me, the Hoya is a little bit difficult to take root. Takes quite a long time. I don't know why. Maybe it's our weather or whatever, or maybe they don't really like the environment in my balcony. They grow pretty slowly. This is actually my first Hoya, and I don't really grow a lot of Hoyas, so I'm not really sure of how they behave. But okay, I'm just gonna twirl them all back into this pot. Hopefully they will take root. I will update you guys to see how it's doing. Hope it doesn't die on me. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna put this in quarantine for a little while more before I put it back into the balcony. So I'm just gonna place it here for a few more days and make sure that all the ants will just leave the pot because there's nothing here left for them. So they'll just slowly leave the pot all these straggler ants. And once it's ready, I'm going to put it back into the balcony. That's it for this week. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I don't know if you've enjoyed the ants, but I haven't, but I've enjoyed making this video. You can still see one straggler ant there. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for all the new subscription and all your likes and all your comments. Please keep them coming. It gives me joy to wake up in the morning and see notification on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon.